GLive.
GLive.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to GLive Game Night. Tonight is a Friday night, and after a long time,
Been a
we're
while.
back. We're back
Yeah.
doing a Friday night stream. Well, uh, the reason why we have not been doing a Friday night stream for the past couple of weeks is because we have had uh, open game days. We had Bacon. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
2 weeks
2 weeks
ago,
ago.
and then all over the XP last week. So parang we're returning into form of face-to-face physical playing, which is super fun. And I know naman na there are some people rin parang still watching, pero we also want to share the love of the hobby face to face. Iba pa
Mm-hmm.
rin. Iba pa rin yung
Yeah.
feeling, you know. So if you're watching us tonight, hello, how are you?
Woo.
Happy Friday up. I hope you have a great week. Really exciting week. And we're now going to a weekend, long weekend, because May 9 is a holiday officially declared.
What?
If you are a registered voter, make sure to vote. Uh, where are we now? GLive is live on Facebook right now. So if you are watching on Facebook, please do share this stream to your friends, to your family, to your
Frenemies.
frenemies. Grabe yung
Uh-huh.
frenemies.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, and we're also live on YouTube right now. So if you're watching on YouTube, you can please click the link, click the like and subscribe button. Um, if you're on the stream right now, please say hi, hello. Uh, Wala lang
Yeah.
kasi we just want we just want your love. Wow. Codependent
By
kami ni
dalawa.
Willow.
Dalawa.
Uh,
But yeah, say hi if you're on stream. Say hi. Say hello to your friends on stream. Say hi to us. And then please do answer the GL question on stream, which is
Oh,
what is
yeah.
your platform to grow the board game community in the
yeah.
Philippines.
So parang super fun, very fun, hypothetical question lang yan. Like, hindi naman hypothetical. For example, you are running as president. What will you be? What is your platform to grow the community, the board game community in the Philippines?
Ooh.
It could be a serious answer. It could be like an answer that is close to your heart. It could be anything. Pero we just want to have that fun banter. At the same time, we really want to get some ideas on how to grow the community. Kasi that's one of the subjects that is very near and dear to our hearts.
Mm-hmm.
So, who is online right now? Let's
Sige, let's check out the
out.
comments. Sabi ni Desky, first comment. Sabi niya, bakit walang nagko-comment?
Baka nahuli lang.
Late, yeah. Sabi ni JP naman, welcome to the stream, Desky. Sabi ni JP, yes, voting is a duty to our country. There you go.
Yes.
Thank you for saying that. Thank you for dropping by the stream. Also, Levi says, good evening. Welcome to the stream. Gina says, TGIF, what up? And then Desky says, hi, hello. There you go. May nag-comment na, so nag-hi na rin siya.
Aww.
And sabi niya, you have my love. You also have our love.
Yes, thank you.
There you go. The love for board games. JP says, good evening. Welcome to the stream. Michael says, happy Friday, folks. Happy Friday to you also. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the long weekend ahead. Leuven says, hello, good evening. Just passing through. Thank you for passing by. Sin also said, good evening. And then JP said, platform. Ha ha ha.
Yes, platform. How do we grow the board gaming community?
Desky says, all mechanics except dexterity and abstract will be explored. That's the platform. Yan. So,
except
for Desky. Everything except. Yan. Why not dexterity and abstract? I like dexterity. Dexterity is fun sometimes. Yeah.
Abstract. I remember there are abstract games ng pangalan like Yinsh, Grunge. Yung, as in abstract talaga siya. Like
Drum,
very abstract.
Yeah. The black and white games, I remember those.
Yeah.
Yeah, but say yung what your platform would be, or just comment it sa baba. Sabi ni JP, platform, you mean general or strategy direction?
Anywhere that you can
Anything.
take it. Maybe we should answer it first so that they have an
Ah,
idea on how to answer it.
go ahead. You first.
Uh, how to improve the board game community in the Philippines? First of all, we need to empower open game groups. We
Go.
need to be welcoming to everyone. Kasi the community survives if we have new fresh faces and we gain new friends that becomes lifelong friends, and it's super fun to get people coming together playing board games. So that's one. Number two is we need a robust paper industry so that we can produce locally more board games in the Philippines, 'di ba?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Tapos
Yeah.
lastly, ano, wala na ako. Dalawa lang.
Okay. It's the
Ah,
1-2 punch.
the 1-2 punch.
Yeah.
Mamaya,
Correct,
baka
correct.
makaisip ako ng third one. How about you, Willow?
Mhm.
What's your
Ano tayo? Improv to
platform?
tayo dito. My
Improv
platform
talaga.
is a game for everyone. And here's my no, never mind. Hindi ko alam kung good joke. Never mind. It's a game for everyone. Woo!
Board game sa bawat bahay.
Yes,
Wow!
yes.
Ayun na yung BBB. Board game sa bawat bahay.
Yeah. Exactly.
Oh my God. Slogan na yan.
Mhm.
Tayo yung
Triple B.
running mates.
Yeah.
Pero honestly, I mean, we're joking a little bit, but we really do
We
do want
champion
to
for that,
improve
yeah.
we are championing growing the board game community. So please do comment in the chat. How do we grow the board game community? Any answer, any idea that you have, any experience that you have,
Anything.
like for example, you went to all aboard or any like Bacon. How did you feel about that? Ano yung mga experiences nyo? You can share it in the comment below.
Yeah.
How do we grow the board game community? Paulit-ulit na lang tayo.
Let's check out chat. David says, good evening, welcome to the stream. Kasi Desky sabi niya yung the except dexterity and abstract para daw may genre naman yung opposition. At least may panlaban. Yeah. The champions for dexterity or no. But here we do have a answer from Levi. Sabi niya, answering the GL question, Moss should have a board game launch while you wait for your other half to shop and remove stereotype that board game is not gambling. Yan, presidential decree daw.
You know what? I want to talk about this. Na when you say board gaming, the thing that two things comes into mind. The first one is the Scrabbles, the chess, the Monopolies. The next one is pag sinabing gaming, they think really kagad ng gambling. And we had experience before na parang we had an event sa mall, hindi pa to sa GL, na parang people are like asking na parang gaming, ano ba yan, may pera ba yan? Baka matanong tayo sa Pagcor. And we're like, no money involved here. We're just playing board games. And then once you explain them more about board gaming, they realize na parang, oh, wow, there's more into board gaming than just gambling or
Just-
the Scrabbles and the chess. And
yeah, I remember having that conversation with someone nung All Aboard XP. Yeah, medyo aged na si sir. And then he was saying like, ayoko mag-board games kasi daw nalulong siya sa casino before. But I was explaining, well, it's not that. You should try it. I mean, it's tas yung pinapakita ko sa kanya, King of Tokyo. No, you don't lose money here. You just punch your friends and get stars. Ganun nung All Aboard XP. Yeah. But yeah, really cool. Sabi ni Desky, I've welcomed players since 2007. Ooh, yan may experience.
God, 2007. Wala pa ako niyan sa board
Experience.
gaming hobby.
May resibo.
May
Yeah,
resibo.
ako din. Yeah.
Pero honestly, the reason why I got into board gaming is because of people like you that welcoming people into the board gaming hobby. Parang without advocates, without people who welcome into the hobby, I wouldn't be here.
I'd
I
be
wouldn't be
scared to
champion.
join.
I don't know, yeah, because I don't know where to start, to be
True.
honest.
Daming games. Let's check more. JP said, maganda sana kung support local game producers. However, solo player ako. And yung mga games na gawa ng Pilipino ay multiplayer. Then, champion for more solo local games. I mean, yeah. Pwede naman yan. Sabi naman ni Michael, my dream is to influence a famous blogger to join the hobby. Imagine if James Deacon will upload a video about games or maybe board game showcases in a local TV series like Tibet.
The Big Bang
The
Theory.
Big Bang. I know.
You know what? Uh, I had we had an experience before. Parang I had a friend. His name is Nikolai. He worked with a publishing house. I don't know, like a studio. Tapos they invited the band Sood. Are you familiar with Sood?
Yeah.
Tapos they played Resistance. And I'm like, feeling ko kung nag-grow pa yung idea na yun, we can get like more influencers into the board gaming hobby. I know there are some artists na naglalaro talaga ng board games.
Yeah, madami. Naman.
What's his face? Hindi kasi ako masyadong familiar sa local artists. I know Liza Soberano played Darna, the board game. The card game. Kasi she was Darna.
Bias ba yun? It's not no. No, but she did. Alam ko madami naglalaro. I do have a lot of friends, YouTube influencers actually, na naglalaro din ng board games. They would ask me nga for games. Streamers, meron na din, madami na rin. And then, nung recent
or hintayin
years,
nyo kami ni Willow na sumikat.
Yeah.
Papunta
may
na kami
series
doon.
ako very soon.
Nihintay ko na lang yung tawag ng Star Magic.
Indie film. Ano yung title ng indie film natin?
Indie film.
Alikabok sa ilalim ng dagat. Di ba yun yung...
What is that? Is that a board game na tinagalog? Natutulog ba ang Diyos, the board game? Sleeping Gods.
Hari ng Maynila, pero King of Tokyo yun na
Hari ng Maynila. King of Tokyo.
Hintayin nyo na lang. We're working on it. Kala mo talaga.
Pero yes, actually, if you know someone na parang kahit a friend of a friend, get them into board gaming. Tapos malay mo, parang 6 degree of friendship. Di ba may ganun yun? You know, a friend of a friend, maybe we can get into
hanggang 10 pwede. Yeah.
Okay.
10 degrees. Let's check out more. Sabi ni Sin, platform, ? Maybe try to play something until some may find it curious on what we are playing until they join and try it. Yan. So push for viticulture. That's what I'm seeing from this. And
what?
then until people what?
Saan ang viticulture? Where was viticulture there, Willow? Where?
Keep playing a certain game until people are curious to try it. Tapos when they try it, they see that it's one of the best games in the world. Right? Okay, next.
Let's
next
put it into joke.
70 David, I try to introduce board games to my office mates for our office planning. I plan to bring light party games, just one in wavelength, to introduce them to board games. Yeah, I think a lot of people have done this.
Yes,
and are doing this. Yeah.
One, I know a friend. His name is Alvin. He talked to his HR to start a board gaming club in the office. Tapos yung angle niya is like board gaming, it promotes team building, decision making, all the HR stuff. Kasi actually you can get that in board gaming. Collaboration, communication,
healthy
a lot of that.
Competition.
And hear me out. He was able to secure some funds from the office na pambili ng board games to sustain the hobby. And then it's like, so parang it's a win-win. So you get people into the board gaming hobby from the office. At the same time, it's like a team building. Parang you help the HR rin na facilitate like a holistic team building activity for the office. Parang that's a good idea.
Tapos ang papa-order mo sa kanya, we need X-Men Marvel United all in.
Ay, kasi,
Kasi,
yes, because team
yeah.
building yun eh. We,
Yeah.
we need the
So,
all-in kasi
may ano naman, may resibo naman if you want. Pang HR.
speaking of team building games, a lot of games that we have played, super, it could easily translate into a team building game. Just one, yan, and wavelength,
I
communication.
I lent my actually pinahiram ko yung Just One ko to a friend, and then they really liked it as a family. I gave them a Just One Philippines copy nung Christmas, and then it's in their office now. They own a certain company. Tapos every time daw yung staff nila is like, oh, just one tayo, just one. Sobrang minsan daw sa breaks nila hindi na kumakain, yun na lang ginagawa. It's a really good team building ano for them daw, which is nice.
Yes. Tapos parang you introduce them into light party games. So, slowly you introduce them into like the heavy euros para doon naman makikita yung resource management, action selection. So matitrain yung decision making skills na parang very
Yeah.
that's also key skills that you can translate into the workplace.
Yeah.
Wow, very HR practitioner. So, pre-run kami ni Willow if you're in a company, if you're
Yeah.
looking for someone to talk to,
If you
parang
want
we can talk to your
have
HR
a team
managers.
building, message us on
Yes.
gaming library. I'd be happy to masaya yun. Okay,
Yes.
sige, let's move to the next one. Sabi ni JP, pupunta dapat ako ng all aboard kaso nagkasakit yung mom ko kung Sunday kaya di ako. It's fine. We
Hey,
can
I hope
play
your
some
mom
other
is
time.
okay.
Yeah. We'll have
And
more all aboard soon.
don't worry, we have more all aboards, and at the same time, we are starting to form like mga game groups. So, now that we are doing well with COVID, we're starting to open back up. So we are just looking for a perfect place so that we can come again, meet new people, meet old friends that we haven't seen for a long time, and play board games face to face.
Yeah. David said board games are actually good team building activities. Yeah, perfect. That's what we said a while ago. Sabi ni Nathan.
Wait lang. What other board games do you think would be amazing team building games? Kasi for me, I love team buildings. Pero ako parang ayoko na ng tug of war. Tigilan nyo na ako sa tug of war.
Yung the game, yung may water na kailangan iganon.
Yung parang may tapos yung mga trust fall, tigilan nyo na ako. Alam ko na yung I know what you're trying to do with HR. So, what board games do you think would be great team building activities?
Make them play Avalon and see if they trust each other.
We're talking team building.
Secret Hitler.
Ako, I have one. Do you know the game Team 3? Yung may naka-blindfold, tapos yung may naka-blindfold is building the structure. Tapos one is like sees the structure, yung card, pero can only sign. Tapos the other one is communicating. Tapos parang ako, if that could be like a giant pieces of blocks, tapos parang imagine mo yun nasa beach kayo, tapos parang tapos may magsasign. I think that would be a great team building activity.
Yeah, perfect. Sige, habol lang ako sa chat quickly. I'll go through some of this. Sabi niya, Nathan, welcome to the stream. Hey guys, good evening. Welcome to the stream, Nathan. Sabi ni Desky, resibo daw is yung StarCraft the board game since 2007. Thank you for sharing that. Grabe. Tagal na nun. Sabi ni Kendrick, basta hindi daw Munchkin, pwede mag-team building. I think that's the...
Oh, yeah, Munchkin. Munchkin is a crazy fun game.
Yeah, John Denver says, hello, welcome to the stream. Sorry ba nga late. Ako read. Abigail says hello also, welcome to the stream. And then let's talk about sabi ni John Kenny Rod, platform introduce it to schools. That's why I'm asking for Genius Square and Genius Star. It's perfect for the students. Yan.
Sige. First muna yung Genius Square and Genius Star. We are working on it. We already had it before yung mga IQ puzzle games. The other one, introduce it to school. Before we had tie-ups with variable play. We worked with iAcademy kasi they had game dev. Pero yes, parang if you introduce board gaming into schools, lalo na the schools with game design, kasi there's parang when you think of schools and game design, most of the time video games yon. But there's a lot of game mechanics that can be learned from board gaming na na parang the fundamentals are there. Like, for example, many RPGs now, they have their roots in D&D. So if you teach them D&D and the system of D&D, parang they have a better foundation. Wow,
Perfect. Very well
perfect.
said. Vote for Dwayne.
Vote for Dwayne as board game president.
Sige, let me just check more. Sabi nila kanina, with regards to school here, Desky said, 3 problems: playing time, hidden curriculum, and club library. All can be solved, I think, with proper following the proper process ng school and putting it into the curriculum, or just even having a club style board game and then the library, to be honest, madali lang. Approach your local gaming retail store. Sometimes people can help yan. And then
Ayun,
sabi
wait
nila,
lang.
yeah.
Wait lang,
Go ahead.
here. I think kailangan naman talaga ng buy-in ng administration and the teachers. Kasi parang, again, there's still a stigma na pag gaming, ay hindi, ano lang yan, gambling, or parang, there's parang Scrabble, Monopoly. Not that those are amazing games, pero parang we're not limited, we're not boxing ourselves into we're not limiting ourselves to those games. We just need
true.
buy-in. So parang if we can introduce them to board games to teachers, then teachers will introduce them to students. Para siyang multi-level marketing of board games.
And then I think these are suggestions para maging sikat tayo. Sabi ni Levi, TikTok dance daw, Dwayne. And
Dwayne.
Paro GLive. Paro GLive. Funny. Sige, I'll go through
Things
a couple
we
of
need
these.
to do para lang sumikat ang board games.
Hi
Step
guys, sabi
one,
ni
sell our soul.
Madeline. Welcome to the stream. And then, tinatanong ni John Villanueva, what's your topic though?
Ayan.
We're just talking about the GL question of the stream. So baka mayroon din kayo ma-share, which is what is your platform to grow the board gaming community in the Philippines?
Yes. So if you have just joined us in welcome to GLive Game Night. We are talking about platforms on how to grow the board gaming hobby, how to improve the board gaming community, basically. Kasi parang medyo kasi election on Monday, so parang kami we just want to hop on that platform train, as in literal platform. So if you have ideas on how to grow the board game community or any experience that you have, please do share it in the comment and we can discuss it and talk about this.
Look, this one. Sabi ni Gersh, pag platform just played Acquire in an ABM class yesterday. See, it's possible. It's possible to have it in and integrated into school, I think. Yeah. I remember having like a small board game club. I know it's not the same schedule with everyone before, pero just being there, tapos having it available, tapos people will see na, interesting pala yung mga things na nilalaro ng board gamers. Then eventually they'll make their own time, or if the school will allow it, they'll make time for it. Sabi ni John Kenny Rod, I'm a public school teacher, by the way. Oh, that's perfect.
You are amazing. You are a hero.
Yeah.
My mom is a teacher, and I look up to her.
Yeah, both my parents are licensed teachers too.
Oh my God, Willow, so many connections.
Oh, what? We have so much in common. Dami na ng chat. Sige, I'm really gonna breeze through some of these already.
Coming. Give it to us.
Sabi ni JP, nagdala nga ako ng isang set ng rolling drop sa office. Sabi ng isang kasama ko, pang matalino lang daw yung nilalaro. That's why you tell them, matalino ka, come play with me.
Yeah, sige. Sorry, Will, cut off kita. Pero kasi this is also very important. A lot of people are intimidated na parang sasabihin nila, pang matalino lang yung board games. Or parang pang matalino lang yung nalalaro. I think, one, you show them na there are a lot of board games. Hindi naman, parang you start them off with like more fun party games para hindi sila ma-intimidate. And then two, I think you give them credit I've met a
Yeah.
lot of people na sinabi nila, pang matalino lang yan. Para, no, trust me, masaya to. I will teach you, I will guide you along the way. Tapos, as in, they get it naman. Tapos
Yeah.
parang may point in time na parang, gets na nila. And I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, so proud.
Yeah. A lot of people underestimate their own capacity for understanding or playing certain games. One is me actually. Never sabi ko hindi ko magigets ever yung scythe or like terraforming wise. Pero gets ko naman. I think, right? But yeah, just tell them that they can do it. It's a really fun game if they start playing it. Yeah, I think
Mhm.
that's I think that's the push that you need to do when you're trying to get people into the board games. Yeah.
Next.
Sabi ni Sin, ako naman nagsubok ako ng Darna at nawawalang bato. Sabi ng isa kong kaopisina pang matalino daw yung laro. Tapos naglaro ng Mobile Legends sa phone. I mean, you know, you just have to show it. I think dun na yung push na parang, come on, just try it with me. One time. And
Yes.
then they'll see na
Feeling ko
it's
rin
not
pag
all
nakita
like that.
nilang nilalaro na siya, tapos parang tumitingin-tingin lang sila. Ay, ano yan?
Yeah.
Parang madali lang. Darna, nawalang bato. Di ba mag-exchange ka lang ng cards. Tapos tawag ka, Darna. Oops, hindi pala siya yung bato.
yung mom ko nga sumisigaw ng Darna dyan. Tapos nandadaya, tumitingin sa sarili niya. Ma, you're cheating!
Ma'am!
Danilin says, using board games to teach kids ngayon sa mga lessons nila para mas enjoy mag-aral, and same sa mga professionals use for planning
That
and
is
team
so
building sa
true.
companies. There you go. Champions
And
for
this is
those.
backed up with research. A lot of board games help.
Mhm.
Gamification helps kids learn. Kasi pag gamified ang learning, hindi sila nabobore kaagad, na parang may competition, tas parang I need to improve, parang you have to get good.
Yeah.
And yes.
JP said board game lunch club is a good idea. We will need a tabletop game that is playable in 10 minutes or less. There are a lot of quick
There are a
games,
lot.
party games that you can play. Like I said kanina, yung sa friend na binigay ko, they play it in lunchtime while they're eating pa yung iba. Just to have fun. And then team building mo parang, same wavelength sila lagi. Have that light feeling with your workmates while playing para hindi nila madadala yung stress nila into the work relationship. Yeah.
Ako ito, Ligreto, a gift that was given to me, super quick game, less than 10 minutes, super fun.
There you go. Michael says, in our office may isang room na may mga board games do. Hindi ko pa na-meet mga tao doon. Pandemic, Splendor, Azul, Century, and Natandaan.
Oh, that's amazing. That's a good collection.
Dropan mo na lang ng scythe pagka ano. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure if they do play those, it's gonna be a quick level up teach from you, an invite from you for them to level up in their their heavyweights gaming. Yeah. John Denver says, gusto ko din umattend ulit ng All Aboard kaso mga busy mga kasama ko. But I already see a really good comment here. Kendrick said, hindi mo din nakasama, magkakaroon ka ng kasama.
Yes.
Yeah,
I'm there, Willow's there, Kendrick is there. Honestly, you go there, you get to meet new friends.
Asaya nga eh. Asaya. Like, I keep meeting new people in All Aboard. And it's really fun to see them enjoy board games. Kasi syempre you have the usuals that ganyan. Tapos magugulat ka may kasama sila. And then sometimes I ask them kung dinala mo ba sila. Or the people there say, no, we just met here. I just wanted to invite them to play. So yeah, you don't need people to be with to go to All Aboard. Just prepare yourself to meet new people in All Aboard itself. Yeah.
Meron pa. Punta ka ng All Aboard. Take ka na madaming pictures. Post mo. Mapafo-FOMO yung mga kasama mo. Parang, sana sumama pala ako. Ang saya eh.
Yeah.
Big brain move yun.
Big brain move. Yeah.
Big brain.
John Alvin says Avalon is the best. I mean, Avalon. You can play technically through that lunch. Habang kumakain kayo, tapos may mga nagsisinungaling habang kumakain kayo.
Si Mordred.
Finn says Fuse is a good team building game or Two Rooms and a Boom. I think Fuse is really, really good. If you do have if you're leading a certain team sa certain project, lalo ng mga if you have a close like you have your 4 or 5, make them play games like this. Yung mga
Yes.
tense
Co-op.
decision making na
Or
times,
yung mga
really, really good.
parang the exits, the unlocks,
Yeah.
the mystery room challenges, mga ganun. Perfect yun for team building. 2 rooms in a boom, perfect siya if like you have a bigger
Larger,
number,
like a
larger
convention.
people kasi
Yeah.
it can accommodate up to
80.
30, I believe.
80
80?
yata. Up to 80.
Oh, for real, 80? Haven't tried. I only tried 30.
I'm not sure if it's up to 80. Baka 30. 80 yata yung werewolf. I'm not sure if
80?
ganun din sana.
80 for
I'm sure
real?
80. Yeah, 80 werewolf. Yeah.
80 werewolves.
Yeah. Grabe yan.
Grabe.
Sam says, hello. Welcome to the stream, Sam. Thank you for dropping
Hello,
by.
Sam.
Sabi ni Gershwin, I hear more team building games. Hanabi, Magic Maze. Magic Maze, really good. Timed then
Magic
like
Maze,
Fuse.
yes.
Hanabi,
Hanabi, I
Wavelength.
hate it with
Wavelength.
my heart, pero it's a
But-
good game.
Yeah, there you go.
Like, pero Hanabi is a good game, pero grabe, my brain is like,
Nakakasakit sa ulo,
it's
sure.
a puzzle.
It
And
is.
I'm like, I wanna solve it.
Ayaw ko.
Hanabi, why?
Gino answering the GL question, sabi niya, board game education for all. Open up
Yes.
formal degree with courses for game design, how to teach games, conduct, facilitate, big group games, or how to DM, board game manufacturing and production, marketing, the psychology of gameplay loops, diversity and inclusion in gaming, etc. etc.
Oh
There
my
you go.
God,
Dean
yes.
Gino.
Ang Dean Gino, ano lang tayo, professors lang tayo.
Yeah. Yeah,
Pero
that's
yes,
perfect.
that's amazing. Parang education for all. Board game education for all.
Nice. Desky says board game as team building depends on size of team. Yes, perfect. There
Yes,
are
definitely.
different games for different sizes.
Different size.
Kaya sinabi ko yung like yung Fuse since like 4 to 5 player lang. If you're handling a small team or kahit tatlo lang kayo, just you being the leader and then you have your operations and then your other side. Yeah. People will just you making time for your team. They'll really appreciate it, to be honest.
And then there are also different board games for different facets that you want to develop, like decision making, communication, trust. Different board games would address different aspects that you want to work upon on.
Sorry kung madami kayong kino-comment tas nalilate kami sa mga comments. There's really a lot. So we're just gonna
Pero we really appreciate that. Just again, keep it coming. We'll get through them.
Habol kami sa mga usapan.
Habol natin.
Sabi ni Sin, pen paper role playing games is a good team building activity. Yeah, if you do have time though. Lalo na if they really get into like the scenario, tas you make it a weekly thing. I'm sure ma-appreciate din nila.
Yes.
Kai says, I would take them to a whole tour of the board gaming hobby. Light Euros, abstracts, war games, 18xx, skirmish games, party games, etc. I do this so they wouldn't get intimidated by heavy games. 18xx games are just games like any other games.
Just any other game.
You just have to try it. Yan. Nathan said, I Academy alumni here. There you
Hey,
go.
Ayak!
Yan. So, meron siyang group. Sabi ni Desky, I tried starting a club. You have less than 1 hour for gaming. Yeah, I mean, that's the trade-off. But then, if you do it lunchtime, maybe after school club, you can do that. Oh, this is anime yun,
or
diba?
after work. Habang napapalipas ng traffic, diba? That could be done as well.
Anime yun, diba? After school dice club. Board game club.
What?
It's an anime. Yeah. I wanted to watch that. Hindi ko lang naman, I'm just not getting into it. Anyway, sabi ni Kendrick, gaming equals waste of time. Narinig ko yan sa ibang niyaya ko. Well, to each his own.
How do we address this? How do you convince someone na parang saying gaming waste of time lang yan?
I mean, you can never force someone to do anything that they do not
true.
like. But what's nice lang is that you show that you are having that enjoyment. Nagpo-post kayo ng, you meet people, you play different games. Kung may awards ka or whatever, just post it. Share the board gaming hobby. Tapos makita nila na parang hindi naman waste of time yung ginagawa ni Kendrick.
With this, I think you get to show the social aspect of board gaming. Kasi face-to-face kayo, get to interact, you get to meet people. And since gaming siya, parang you get to know a person more than just talking to him, kasi you get to see the person, how he or she reacts in like a stressful situation, or like paano siya mag-isip, how does he or she make moves. So social aspect. Next is there's a lot of learning involved in gaming, so definitely not a waste of time. Two, it's fun.
Yeah.
Kailan naging waste of time ang fun?
Yeah. True. Sige. Nathan says, years and years ago, one of my inner circle friends knew Jinri Park and she was looking for a board game. For the life of me, I cannot remember what the title was. But yeah, she was interested in board games. Yeah, madaming into board games, to be honest. And yung iba, they just need like a group to play with. Lalo na you, knowing a lot of games now, maybe it's time to step up. You show that, oh, I can teach you guys. Yeah, parang ganun. Somebody Desky, when someone said pang matalino sagot ko, para sa'yo pala. Yeah, exactly. Parang, babalik ko sa'yo.
Ay.
Matalino ka naman eh.
Ang ganda ng sagot na yun. Kasi parang ni-raise mo na siya kagad eh. Parang, para sa'yo pala yan eh. Tapos parang siya,
perfect.
Me? Matalino
Okay,
ako.
matalino
Oh my God,
pala ako.
yes. Yeah. Good.
Michael says, way back in 2010, Jonas set up a gaming room in our school during the sports fest. 1 week yun, back in the day, nagtuturo pa kami. Oh, there you go.
That's nice.
Yeah, I remember kasi in school before, to be honest, I really look for like that board gaming room. I not even though elementary ako, just like Game of the Generals, I want to play a game na ganun. Kasi siguro I keep puro na lang basketball, patintero, mga ganun. So I look for that also. So yeah, malay nyo in your school. Meron talaga interested. They're just not like showing it kasi they're scared of wala naman, or maybe they're scared of they're gonna be called like geek or ano. But if you're there and you help them out. Yeah.
I mean, a geek now is like
Yeah.
a badge of honor. Hello.
Mars. Sabi niya, definitely schools are the way to go because there's still the stigma on games being bad, but I think there's a shift right now when parents are introduced to it. The way to go is to make it social civic. Yeah. Make games a norm for structured learning experiences and social skill building.
Ang ganda
Yes.
nito. Thank you, Mars. I totally agree. And I would like to share, Willow and I met a lot of parents, families playing in Ola Board, in Bacon, in Open Game Nights. It's really, really fun. Parang mom, dad, kids playing board games. And
The whole shebang.
the whole family. And I think when you get the parents and then you see the parents teaching the kids, one, magandang family bonding. Like, it's quality time with the family. Amazing. Two, the kids are parang they get into board gaming early on, and I'm like, how I wish I had that when I was growing up. Oh my God, sad. No, I mean, I was introduced to more modern board gaming. We had chess back then and Scrabble, but it didn't really blossom from there. And I really hope na our the new generation of parents, especially board gaming parents, moms and dads, you don't have to let go of your board gaming hobby now that you are parents. You can introduce your kids, and now may third player na kayo, may fourth player na kayo. You can now play board games again.
A third player or a really big meeple. More comments. Sabi ni Rani, buti na lang ako kaya nag-aaya ako ng board games, din nila sinasabi. I mean, I'm sure hindi naman. But
hindi naman.
Anime. I'm really smart.
You think that this game is pang matalino? Magpupukpukan lang tayo sa ulo ng Oh my God, yes. If someone asks na pang matalino ng board game na yan, let them play Poetry for Neanderthals. I think that would dispel all the notions na pang matalino board games, because that game is insanely fun.
Sabi ni Mars, think doing it in public cafes is also a good thing, a good icebreaker. A lot of strangers will look and see a bunch of people play cards and games in public space and get comfy with that idea. Also, public parks. Yeah.
Sige. Lots of fun to unpack here kasi one, yes, it's very nice to do it in a public space. But before doing that, you need to ask the owners of the cafes, kasi usually I've known a cafe na parang pinagpapawalan nila any form of cards, any form of games, kasi they think it's gambling. So parang we don't want to get into that trouble. Two, you need to have like bandwidth, na parang if someone approaches your table and asks you na parang, uy, ano yan? Parang you have to be open enough and welcoming enough na parang say, oh, this is this and this board game. This is viticulture. We play as winemakers and we make wine. So parang you explain them, get them, parang introduce them into board gaming, and slowly mas magigets na pa, may ganyan palang board game. That's the usual thing that I hear. May ganyan pala.
Ang galing naman yan.
Ang galing naman yan. Ang ganda ng art. Paano yan laruin? Parang ganyan. Pero thank you very much, Mars. So guys, you are amazing. Ang ganda ng discussion natin tonight, and keep it coming.
Nathan says, in iAcademy, we made an org. Most of our free time we spent playing in the student lounge, D&D, MTG versus System, WoW, TCG, and Bang. Nakilala kami as the student lounge standby group. Honestly, that was what started me in board games those days. Yeah.
Those days.
Really
When
fun.
we were students.
Dati nagsasolo lang ako ng Run Fighter dahil sa library. Ang dami nang biglang manonood sa akin. I'm like, hey guys, cool, diba?
Bruh, have you tried na this board game, bruh? Pare, it's cool, pare. Sheesh.
John Denver says, official board game Philippine Club org, then more tournament conventions. Yeah.
We are working on that.
Yeah.
I mean, part of it is really, you really need to have like a mass of people. Kasi parang right now, honestly, it's still a very niche na hobby. Like, how many % lang of the population gets to play board games?
Sige,
pero
I'll skip
hopefully in the future.
Sam says, I wonder if we can build a ladder type chart for board games, like something that grows from a basic concept and builds up to more complex games. Like start with Sushi Go, then slowly build up with other games to introduce mechanics slowly, then eventually reach something like Arnak. Feeling ko kaya, pero matrabaho. You know what? Kaya yun. We can do that. As a community, we can do that. I think like level up your friend, your gamer friend or something. Yeah.
With that,
That's nice.
I'm thinking what we have right now is we have had mga top shelf of a certain category of games, right? So parang in our top shelf, makikita mo na there are, so for example, party games. So parang may mga nag-evolve in games, pero we can dive into like top shelf worker placement games, and you can start like the simplest worker placement games up until like the more complex worker placement games, or like top shelf drafting game, kasi Sushi Go is a drafting game. Parang you work yourself up, and then pero I agree, matrabaho, and we'll see ano yung best way to implement this, so that we can...
baka sa top shelf in between lagyan natin ng ladder. Tapos we'll put 3 games there.
I mean, yung shelf, yung lowest, yun yung parang easy. Tapos parang pa-complex ng pa-complex.
Lagyan natin. Top shelf with ladders.
I mean, we just had yung top shelf political games. That's parang
That's not all.
So diba, we had yung mga easy ones like the Secret Hitler, then mapupunta Chinatown, and then sa upper you have the Twilight Imperium. So parang
true.
Something like that.
Yep. Rani says, agree ako sa party games. May tinatawag kaming level 0. Mga games na di kailangan ng utak pero feeling mo ang galing mo pag nanalo ka. Jishaku, Haligali, Super Rhino. Mostly dexterity kasi skill-based more than strategy-based yung interaction. Mas tactile and interactive din kaya mas engaged players, which makes them more interested about other more involved games. Yeah, perfect. Like, a lot of level 0 games, to be honest, mostly are really good dexterity games na may onting decision making, but once they get yung parang ang galing ko kasi magpatong ng ganyan, but if I didn't choose this strategy to choose or to put, then baka hindi ako manalo. Once they do get that, then I'm sure they're gonna look for something else na parang, oh, I like strategy apparently. Yeah. Paulo says, kung solo ko sa all aboard, just raise the players needed flag, and even as
Yes.
coaches will find others to join or we'll play if we have time. Yeah, perfect.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sobrang yes.
I remember Ryan, shoutout na lang kay Ryan. He just went there because a friend sent him the event. He was alone, and then he was surprised na we actually approached him. Tas we asked if he's game to play with other people. Tas he said he's totally game. Tas biglang full yung table niya to play that Dungeon Crawl Classics. He was
Yes.
just so you know, he was there alone. Really. So if you think na natatakot kayo because you won't have any
Don't
group.
worry if you're alone. You come in alone, you leave with friends.
Yeah, true.
That's the Dwayne and Willow guarantee.
Guarantee.
Ipinapangako ko, may kaibigan kang may uuwi. Iba pala yun.
May number kang mauwi or may
Ooh!
Facebook friend kang uuwi. Speed dating. Michael says, basta kami, pag nakita nyo kami open ang table namin sa event, join kayo, look for the green mat. Gusto rin namin may nanonood. Yeah, ako lumapit talaga ako kay Michael because I wanted to play Pandemic Wrath of the Lich King. Tas they were open to play with us. And I was happy to teach them some games na parang hindi nila gusto i-teach or hindi nila alam pa masyado.
Yeah. And I would like to applaud everyone na parang very open and welcoming. Kasi parang, guys, big round of applause. Kasi you guys, I mean, kung kami lang ni Willow doing this, we cannot grow the community. We need everyone's help. Sama-sama tayo tutulong para palaguin ang board game community. Yeah. Thank you, Michael. Thank you to everyone who taught, lahat ng volunteers. Oh my God, you guys are awesome. You know that.
Here's
I will tell you again.
Here's one answering on GLQuestion. For real, kung kaya, analog game design track sa Testa. Tapos may mga hands-on subunits for specific formats like board games, LCG, CCG, deck building, tabletop RPGs. Yeah. I mean, I think we're
get into touch.
We'll eventually get into courses also. Kasi ngayon recently lang yung video game development ng courses.
I think yes. Yeah.
So it nagno-normalize yung gaming into schools
yeah.
Ano. So
kasi parang iniisip na nila video game wala namang pera diyan, but no, there's really an industry, there's really a you can really grow into the gaming. So parang video games nagbo-boom na, hopefully board games mag-boom rin.
And also Paulo said, I remember Jinri Park's Meralco theme song. So in my head, I think she was looking for Power Grid. Pero yung
Power Grid, Jinri Park?
Yeah, baka. You know, you never know.
Or Jinri tas maglalaro siya ng Parks.
Jinri Parks.
So, Jinri Parks. Moving on.
Somebody said, I remember playing an inherited game, Threat, with my classmates when I was in high school.
Ooh. What's Threat?
Hindi naman siguro bully. Joke lang. Search natin naman. Let me read more. Sabi ni Michael, at work, pag may time pa after ng mga calls ko with sales reps, sinisingit ko i-discuss ang hobby. Sabi ko, check yung mga contents na nasa wall at YouTube channel. At this point, may mga gusto nang magpasked. Yeah.
Nice. Yes.
Just open it up with them. I think that's one thing you'll have to do. Like ako din sa mga friends ko, hindi naman sila mahilig sa board games or sa games, but sila na nagsasabi sa akin na pag mag-Starbucks lang kami or magpupunta kami sa cafe, they tell me, "Oy, Willow, don't forget to bring a game," ganyan.
Oh yeah, that's also one thing.
Yeah. Tapos may one time na yeah, go ahead.
No. I just jumped on your
Tapos may one time na they said we were gonna eat like in a dampa or something. So sabi ko, hindi ako makakadala kasi dampa na yun, di ba? And then may table doon apparently. So hindi ako nagdala ng game. They said, come on, Willow, hindi ka na naman nagdala ng game. We are supposed to play. It's your to bring board games so we can play. Yeah. But yeah, always it's always fun to bring board games. Sila na mismo yung lalapit sa inyo actually. Tapos sila na rin mag-share with their friends. I mean, if they don't want to buy yet board games, they're like nanghiram sa akin yung mga friends ko ngayon na sa weekend they're gonna have friends over daw if they can borrow games from me. Sabi ko, yeah, my library is open. So just being open like that
Yes.
makes it already good for the hobby.
Being open, welcoming, will grow the
Yeah.
hobby.
Mars says it's been an interesting experience when the parents get involved, even if they don't fully understand it. Like one time,
A den kid.
then kid looked up groups on Facebook to have someone run a game for them. Public FB groups are good ways to expand the hobby too. And they ask parents for books, and it's a matter of being able to talk to the parents, make them part of the dialogue, let them know their kids are safe, and it's not a bad influence. I had the parents sit in,
Yes.
and they just watch their kid have fun. Yeah.
Yeah, very
Yeah.
important yun. I think idadagdag natin yung openness, welcomeness, safety. Make sure that everyone is safe when they're playing. Everyone feels safe, especially when you're playing with kids. Na parang they feel safe.
Yeah.
And yes, that's totally public groups rin. Perfect way to get into the hobby. Or if you're not yet a part of the GLive game night community, please do join. A lot of amazing people. We post board gaming, adjacent hobby related stuff there. Speaking of which, August pala parating na yung Game of Thrones na
Oh,
the new series, Mother of Dragons, House of the Dragon pala, not Mother of Dragons. That's Daenerys. Yeah, so just join. Another one that I highly recommend, Tabletop Gateway PH, run by my good friend Morgan of Peace
Yep.
at the Table. Join the FB communities para fun.
you'll see all the posts naman around there.
Yeah.
Mars said she agrees with what you said a while ago. Talk to the cafe owners, make sure they're okay. Also support the cafe. Buy pictures to share, fries to share, a little support for using their tables
I
goes a
agree.
long
This
way.
one.
Yeah. Tas magiging na kayo, locals of that cafe. Tas parang,
Yes.
kilala na kayo, ready na, okay, I'll set your table, I'll give you the double table that you wanted. They'll be
Yes.
really super nice to you guys. Yeah. Madami ng cafe na ganyan actually. Yeah.
Sige. I want to get into that really quick. One, try to set a game night on the non-peak days with the cafe para you get more, parang one, mas open yung table. Like say a Wednesday, a Thursday, or a Tuesday. Non-peak yun compared to a weekend. Kasi you're bringing people in, tas nag-order sila, so that helps the cafe. Two is, make sure to support the cafe. We are still in a pandemic. Honestly, a lot of the cafes really have been challenged with the pandemic. So a little support goes a long way. If you know someone, a friend that runs a local cafe, please do support them. And then last one, super, super, super helpful if you can get the owner play board games.
Yeah.
Yun na yun eh. That's
Magulat
it.
ka
That's
magiging
the
board
golden
game cafe.
ticket. Yes. Parang if you get the owner to play the board games, parang yun nga, sabi ni Willow, set na yung table mo, alam na, parang pagdating nyo, Sir Willow, ito na yung table nyo, ito na, anong lalaroin natin ngayon, Willow, ganyan.
Yeah. I had like one cafe, a local cafe in Pasig before na naging ganon. Eventually, the staff would play with me, open sila, just to make sure that open sila for that kasi non-peak hours nga. And then even the owner would tell me na, sige, punta ka dito, parang interested yung mga tao dun sa games. And then I would bring
Yes.
some games para lang people would, I can share it with them also.
Yeah, you can, and if you can get the buy-in of the owners, they can also advertise na parang, Tuesdays, by board gaming dito. Other patrons may want to come in, can check out the board games. You're like an attraction na people will come in. Win-win yun for both the cafe and the board game community.
Yeah. Sige, more. Sabi ni Kendrick, nakakaingit daw may board gaming sa school nila.
True.
Maybe you can do
Sobra.
that for your alumni school, di ba? Maybe ikaw yung may naghihintay lang dun. You know?
Parang,
Sabi ni
bakit yung
Sin,
org lit, nung graduate na ako, dun palang nag-form yung org.
sabi ni Sin, a friend at work happens to be a security guard, almost called me in when I was playing Manhattan Project Chain Reaction because the goal was to make an atomic bomb. Ano yun? Your plans were in cards?
No. A Manhattan Project.
Chain
Manhattan
reaction is the
Project.
cards.
Yeah. And then
The
you
smaller one.
create the bombs. So parang
Yeah.
any game na mayroong ganong theme, don't shout it out. Like nung naglalaro kami ng two rooms in a boom, you don't say na parang, dito yung bomber.
Like, can I
Nandito,
explode this room?
kikill natin yung president kasama ng bomber. No. Pag public space.
Sabi ni Desky, if you come with friends, you will leave alone. Yung baliktad mo.
Iniwan ka ng friends.
Hindi, iniwan mo na kasi sila eh. So,
Iniwan mo na sila
yeah,
kasi
to meet new friends.
you meet new friends.
Yeah.
Yes.
Rani says, madali gumawa ng charge. Kaso issue ko doon is some games can be considered as upgrades ng ibang games like Sushi Go to Seven Wonders to Blood Rage. Pero some players can't transcend that fast. And I've had experiences where nabigla yung player sa transition and ayaw maglaro ulit. Need din timplahin yung mileage ng player. Pero yeah, a chart will still be very helpful para din may idea new players kung paano mag-evolve board games from basic mono-mechanic games to complex with many more mechanics. I think that's the...
Yung key part dito is need timplahin yung mileage ng player. Yes. So parang as an advocate, you really need to get to know your players. Parang ready na ba sila to level up?
Level up.
And then if may negative, parang hindi masyado mahirap, reassess, and then you can always come back to the tried and tested games.
Yeah. And I think yes, there could be a chart, there could be a some sort of ladder, but that's where you come in as the person who knows that player or as a champion of board games na you would guide them throughout the journey still. Na parang, I know it says here na but since medyo nahirapan ka dun sa drafting mechanic before, maybe we could try it again. Maybe we could do Sushi Go Party first and add in more stuff before we try Seven Wonders, unless you would really like the mechanics and maganda yung for you. And then we can try Seven Wonders. I think there's still always that personal feel, I guess,
yes.
na masasabi mo yung mga tao. Yeah. Okay. GLQuestion answering naman ni John Dominic. I just started board gaming last 2019. Started obsessing with D&D, then evolved to board games. Mostly I play online on Discord and Steam, as it was the only thing that I knew that'll have consistent players. I started a group with my friends in our neighborhood, but school started. So back at it again in finding new platforms to play. Maybe you could try the school thing, John.
You can also invite come and invite your friends in the next All Aboard XP, so that you can experience different games as well.
Yep.
Pero
you can
D&D,
also invite them. Sabi mo, hangout lang sa Discord, and then maybe, I have a game. Do you guys want to try? Something like that. Yeah. Sige, let me skip a couple. Sabi ni Sam, this actually yung gusto ko ma-address with the chart. Like between Sushi Go to Seven Wonders, is there a game in between that can ease that transition? Would something like Century Spice or Splendor before going to Seven Wonders help ease transit by introducing the concept of tableau building?
Medyo complex siya, no? Kasi, I mean, the board games are really unique. And some board games are a mix of different... I think, yun nga, like what Willow said, the chart or the ladder can help, pero you can also tailor fit it to your game group. And parang, ano yung timpla? What is the temperature and the mileage that you can get from your board game group? Yeah.
I think a person, which is you, should still be there to really see the transition. I think oversee the transition. Whew. Sabi ni Paolo, I really like how King Domino Origins has the built-in internal scaling up from one game mode to the next para mas madaling tansyahan a skill level enthusiasm for complexity. Oh yeah, I remember teaching this no All Aboard XP with Paolo, I think. They started with the base no King Domino Origins, like just the volcanoes, and then eventually nadagdagan and they really enjoyed it. But remember, it's still that same mechanic, but with added features. I think that's why I really like King Domino Origins as a game for introing to people. Yeah. John Denver says, I'll be there ulit sa next All Aboard. May ongoing Scythe Rise of Fenris campaign, but I really want to watch play an actual game before makabili on my own. I mean, if you do have Scythe and if you want to start it there, we can definitely find the players for that. Tapos
Yeah.
maging consistent every month if you want.
Pero ongoing, there's none. The
I don't
challenge
think
of a
there's.
campaign kasi one, you need a consistent group player base to play it, and two, it's a campaign game. May mga stickers siya, may mga spoilers.
Yeah.
I cannot say anything na might be spoilery kasi feeling ko, if you like Scythe, you will like Rise of Fenris.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yes, kasi you have the story and the campaign part.
Sabi nila Desky kanina, may mga games na may bullet dice daw. So may mga parang bala when you're playing in public. Sabi rin ni Rani here, naalala ko yung Godfather and Sons of Anarchy kami, and yung theme sobrang hush-hush lang kami kasi may mga drug dealing and sis Duterte administration very alive. So yeah, I mean of course people will not understand yet na parang theme lang yun ng board game and so medyo pag ganun nga you kind of have to
may mga wink nudge lang.
Kayo
Alam
na lang muna. Sabi ni Michael, I agree with that mileage assessment. Kahit gustong-gusto na namin ituro mga favorite games namin, Aeons and Spirit Island, control muna. Step by step talaga, right, Sarah? Yeah, it is a step-to-step journey for them. Like,
yes.
Imagine na lang you playing your first games. Remember those times when you didn't want to read the rule book? Ganun din for them. And ang positive lang is you now are there to guide those people, those friends of yours. May tao na. Yeah. Hindi lang yung rulebook and Yeah. Good.
Although I've met people na parang fairly new into the board gaming hobby, pero bam, Vital Lacerda na.
Yeah,
Shout out to Abigail.
There's that also.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's that also. Kaya nga it's you can't
depende.
Yeah, it's all a personal kasi the ladder could be restricting or it could be too fast for them, too big of a jump like what you said. But like I nakwento ko rin before, Splendor to Scythe Derecho, their first game was Splendor, biglang pinalaro ko na Scythe and they really love Scythe more than the Splendor, so you really can't tell. Yeah,
parang there's no one size fits all solution to how to level up your board game group. You just have to try and test.
Yeah. And eto sabi ni Rani, it really depends sa players. Some may not like yung Sushi Go to Century pero enjoy nila yung Sushi Go to Wonders. Wala kasing metric to say what is harder for players. BGG can help siguro with the difficulty scale, but that does not mean it's accurate. Like Sam and friends ko, kaya mag-unfair pero hirap sila sa deck building kahit na mas maraming reading and decisions involved sa unfair. Yeah.
Yes.
And Desky says, yes, Dwayne, I usually talk with the people to gauge how to push them. Yeah, that's how you
talk to people, ask them what are they interested in. Parang what are the themes that they like, or parang what are the TV shows that they like. So parang so that you can gauge how can you introduce then level up the board games.
Gino says, I want to write a children's book with ABCs of board gaming. You know what? We can definitely as a community. Let's do a show on that, and then malay mo, we will create a book.
You know what? That's like a great idea. Tapos ang cute siguro ng art noon. Yung parang mga
that Filipino style art na children's book.
Yung That's so cute.
Post ko nga sa GLive Game Nut. Gawa tayo ng ABCs of board gaming. A to
Yeah,
Z. Let's do that.
we can like have like a compilation storybook. Ooh, I like that. I like that.
Sabi ni Michael, nag-start kami ni Kay-Ann sa hobby sariling sikap. Rulebook lang talaga. Di pa namin kilala Dice Tower and Watch It Played. Same. And I would just imagine how quicker I would get into the heavier games if someone was there to help me play certain games.
Oh yeah. That's also one great way. Watch yung mga board gaming content creators. We have a lot of board game content creators helps. Parang one big influence for me was yung Tabletop by Will Wheaton. As in, I watched that religiously. Napanood ko lahat ng episodes noon, and I'm like, that's the one big reason why I'm in this hobby as well. So, and we also have local content creators. Shout out kay Danilyn who's in the chat, Clint of Board Game Hero, dami pa Variable Play, as a group of content creators. So parang kung if you want something na mas local yung flavor, nagtatagalog kasi parang English, masyadong English, or ano parang mas Filipino parlance, parang yun nga, we have a lot of local content creators as well that you can support.
Yan. Sabi ni Abigail, siya na daw sa graphics. Sabi ni Paolo, contribute. You know what? I'm making the post now. Gagawa ko ng poll, and then I'm just gonna share a format like A equals then ganyan, whatever that is. And then let's start voting on that. Yeah. Let's try to do that. You know, I like that idea. Sabi ni Desky, my gateway is semi-easy like Dominion or a co-op game. Tapos sabi niya, Dominion is a complex depending sa skill ng player, so it scales depending on the players involved. Yeah. Very
Dominion is the grandfather of deck building games. So parang a lot of modern deck building games really built upon, stood on the shoulders of Dominion. Okay. I think we can slowly we can slowly wrap things up.
Yan na, may A for Azul. Yeah, we're gonna wrap it up. And then we do have a giveaway actually tonight.
Yes.
Quickly, we did post last Wednesday the Doctor Strange post. Let me just quickly share it. Share screen.
Yeah. So last Wednesday, we had we are giving away 2 tickets for a block screening of Doctor Strange and lagi ko nasasabing Mansions of Madness, Multiverse of Madness, and all you need to do is to comment in the post. We had a couple of comments, so we will
Wheel of Names. So
we will randomly pick a winner of 2 tickets.
Yeah. So thank you, Desky, Ads, Nathan, John Denver, Kendrick, Andre for joining the giveaway. We're gonna show you guys the wheel of random names, and then this is for a 2 tickets to tickets to Doctor Strange in SM Mega Mall 10:30 a.m. on Wednesday. You're gonna be watching actually with us, so we're gonna watch it. We'll see you guys there. Okay.
Yay!
I think i-spin na natin. Yeah.
I-spin na natin.
Okay. If your name is called and you are here, please do type in GL Doctor Strange in chat so that we know you are here. Yeah. We'll also post it naman. Okay? Ready?
Congratulations, Ray Jonathan. You won 2 tickets to Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. I heard good reviews about the movie. Really excited. You watched it already. Bawal spoilers. Congratulations and let's read.
Let's read yung kay Ray Jonathan. So we asked you your favorite game. Sabi niya, Marvel United, very simple cooperative game, easy to teach and can be played over light talks. However, you really need to have more villains from the numerous expansions to fully maximize your gaming experience. Good thing is this can be covered by getting the Marvel United X-Men card box, which offers 4 more villains to add in your rotation. And if you do have a lot, madami pang Marvels in madami pang villains in all the other boxes. Woo! And
Yes.
congratulations. Thank you for
Congratulations once again.
congratulations.
Ang dami nag-comment rin na congratulations.
Yeah.
Just send us a message. We'll give you the details on
Gusto
how
na
you will play.
spoilers?
Wag! Off na natin tong broadcast. Off na natin yung stream. Walang spoilers.
Yeah, I'm not
Hindi ko pa
saying anything.
napapanood.
I'm gonna watch it
Anyway,
like 2 times
sige.
already. 3 times.
Let's just wrap this up.
Yeah.
So,
Good.
what is your greatest takeaway sa ating conversation, Will, on how to grow the board game community?
Dami kong ano. I really like the book. The
The
no,
book
but
is amazing. Yeah.
yeah. So we'll do the book. I already posted it. What I like about discussion natin ngayon is actually mas just so para mas maintindihan nyo that the choosing of a game in a game night is very personal, to be honest. Very to share it with different kind of people, and to very personal yung pagpick ng board games na you know that you can teach, and that you know that high chance of other people would be enjoying the experience. So yeah, I think that's it. Kahit anong guides in the internet, kahit ganong kadaming playthroughs, ganon kadaming top 10s, kahit ganon ka the choice of board gaming of what games that you enjoy is very very personal. I think that's one that you guys can take away also, na you can keep in your mind when choosing games to teach and to bring into your introducing into your friends and your groups. Yeah. How about you, Dwayne? I hope that makes
For
sense.
me, my biggest takeaway here is not something that was written, pero something that I gained. A community is really built up of people, and seeing the comments, how you guys actively participated, you great ideas that you have, really gives me so much hope na parang this community is just growing and growing because you guys are amazing, and you help the community grow. So just keep it up. We're here, we'll help the community grow, but you guys are the real heroes. And you know what, in a few years time, who knows, lalaki yung community natin twice, 3 times, 100-fold. It will be amazing.
Yeah, very excited for that.
Cheers. Very, very excited.
Ooh.
Oh yeah.
I think
That's our show.
That was
Ganda.
fun. Yeah.
Yes, that was fun. A few reminders before we leave the show. Again, Monday is election day. Make sure to vote. It's a holiday. There are some groups that are looking forward to playing board games after voting. So parang that is something that you can do as well. Check out if you don't know kung meron kayong community, you can post sa GLive Game Night community. May game group here in this place. We can hook you up. Next is we still have the new pre-orders, the new ones on our website. We have Marvel Champions, the card game Sinister Motive, Sleeping Gods, and Stardew Valley, the board game. Then the new ones, we have Bitoku coming in, Picture Perfect, Wild Serengeti, Orleans and the expansions, Libertalia, Winds of Gilcrest, 10 Penny Parks, Marvel United X-Men. Those are still available for pre-order, and they will be coming in around May, June. And then last one, gusto ko lang i-mention na there is a game that I'm really looking forward. Pinapressure ko talaga si Mr. Store to get it, which is yung Point Salad EV edition.
Oh, yeah.
We are trying to get that game kasi I want one. You want one? We all want one. Pero so just wait for announcements. Hopefully we can get it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think before we end, Gino says, imagine maging kasing laki na ng homebodies yung gaming community. Yeah, that's the goal. And
Game
hopefully,
buddies.
I don't know when, but hopefully we do have enough people to fill in an SMX so we can have our own Gen Con PH, or maybe all aboard XPH, or maybe just a board
XL.
game con XPH. I don't know,
XXL.
but XXL will fill up a Imagine as an SMX and a board game con. But that's a dream. So hopefully, so thank you for doing your part, and hopefully you guys continue growing the community. But tonight, I think that's it. Salamat sa pag-dala, sa pag-chat with us. We'll be online again next week. Yeah. See you soon. Have a happy weekend of
Happy
gaming.
weekend. Happy
Peace.
Friday. Play more games. And bye-bye.
Bye-bye.